Well, I love disc golf. I've been playing since 2004-ish. And I always just wanted a course that was mine and I could just literally walk out my door and play, right? I don't have to worry about going to the park. I don't have to worry about waiting in lines or anything like that. So my wife and I were always looking for, a property which had enough space we could do this. We found this and it was great. We have no water features, but we have hills, woods, a few open spaces. So, it's kind of perfect for what I want to do with it. So it's kind of like actually a lifelong dream.
Well, I think the first thing that stood out to me, and a lot of people when we step up to the first tee is like, oh dang, this isn't like your normal backyard.
Yeah.
Course 100-foot little putter shots. This is like a real legit course.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I wanted to make it hard. I think it's the 18-hole layout is like a par 59, and I think it's legit. There's a lot of shots that are real kind of tight lines. Obviously, I didn't have enough space to make like really long distance holes, so you got to work with what you got. We have some really unique elevation features, and then a lot of woods, right? So we just got to figure out how to cut the lines in. And I was lucky enough to meet Brody and Paul, and they came out a few times, and they said, well, what about this or that, or maybe make that tree go down, and just kind of like higher level disc golf thinking to where shots can fly, because you don't want a course where it's just like, well, you gotta get f***ing lucky, and just not hit a tree and they're all over the place. You want an actual like, hey, we're throwing this line right here. This is the couple options you have. That type of stuff is what you want.
I mean, don't you're selling yourself short a little bit. High level disc golf. I mean, you're at one point were second at AMs, correct?
So I took second at AM Nationals and ninth at AM World twice, 2009 and 11. So I mean, yeah, I was pretty good. But I just know like from wrestling, there's just another level. Like I watched some of these guys go out there yesterday, just like they grab a disc that's on the ground with a mid-range or putter, and they're throwing so many shots. I'm like, you could do that? Like, what in the world? I mean, I saw Paige Pierce today. She's like, I don't know, 120 pounds or something. She threw her putter as far as I throw like a long driver. I was super annoyed. So I mean, like I was good, but then obviously there's like another level of disc golf.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, speaking about the wrestling, like what from disc golf, like is there any kind of disc golf energy that kind of translates to wrestling, like that nervousness or any of that stuff?
No, I mean for me it's fun now. I mean, I would say I probably got a little bit nervous back in the day, on those hard putts, like when I played AM Worlds or whatever. But no, so I think it's a problem-solving game, right? In wrestling, it's always like, well, here's the problem. Obviously, in wrestling, you have an opponent working back against you. But in disc golf, you could end up in so many different spots, right? And so I would say one of the ways I've gotten better, since I haven't played, is like I learned how to throw, the upper shots or just little flick sidearms or kind of like a pancake overhand shot. So it's like, and those shots, they add so much to your game because then you don't get stuck, right? If you can only throw backhand, just sometimes there's just no backhand, you're just kind of stuck there. And so to understand how to throw a roller and a pancake and just call it all these different shots, they save you so many strokes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And okay, so we just finished up with round one. We got the actual like pairings, pro-am coming up in the afternoon. Who's the shark? Like who's the person that everyone should be looking out for on UDisc?
On the celeb side or the pro side?
Celeb side.
Okay, celeb side.
They're all sharks.
You know what? Yeah, the pro side, they're all really, I was going to say. I saw Casey throw some. He was really good yesterday. And obviously Terry, Terry's a real player. So I would guess those would be the two. I haven't really even looked through scores. So I love that some of my fighter friends came out, but they're not all that great at disc golf yet. So I think the coolest thing for me is last night, I'm into it. I don't get to go play every weekend because I have another job and do other things, but I love it, And to see how much some of the other celebrities, were all into it, Like, I wanted to make the island hole easier for the celebs because I knew they're not as high level. And they're like, no, we want to play it the hard way, Like, they were really into the disc golf. So I was like, this is freaking awesome. These guys are like, they don't just, go throw a Frisbee once in a while. They like this.
They're in it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, Ben Askren, man, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna go watch you guys play that. Yeah. So my group got 6, 6, 6, and 5.